Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. Mama Dreams.
Charles.
Are we gonna have a chat?
I guess so.
You guess so?
Yeah.
Addie Mae, say hi.
Hi.
We got Addie and Abel up for spring break. We're super duper excited about that. Their spring break, unfortunately, doesn't fall on the same week as their brother and sisters, though. But that's okay because I have taken off the last half of the week to spend with them and do something fun. I'm glad I didn't take off the first couple days because this weather is terrible.
I feel bad because it's going to be chilly the rest of their visit, where they're from South Carolina and it's in the 80s and nice all week. Their mom's going to be enjoying nice weather and no kids.
Yeah. Mama Dreams, I'll let you tell everybody what you did this weekend before I tell everybody what I did. Well, y'all, this video is to catch you up on all things Chasing Dreams Homestead. There's a whole lot in here, so stay tuned. Hang in there like a hair and a biscuit at a Hardee's drive-thru, y'all.
Ew. I left Thursday. And me and Sophie and her friend Mariah went to South Carolina. I didn't get in until about midnight. Then got up in Friday and then drove another 4 hours to go visit my grandparents. That was a really nice visit. I usually try to visit them two times a year if I can. I'd love to visit more, but they're 9 hours away, so it's hard sometimes. Then spent the night with them, got up the next morning and headed back to Carolina to go spend time with my sister and my brand new niece, who was born the day after me. So I'm February 18th, she's February 19th.
Mama Dreams was a road warrior, y'all.
Cute as a button. Spent Easter with my mom. Went to breakfast that morning with my brother.
Hey, Linda Lou. Hey, Aaron.
Visited him and his girlfriend and her 2 kids for breakfast.
What's your niece's name? You didn't tell him.
Zanaya.
There you go.
Zanaya Rose. My grandma calls her Rosie Posey. So then Monday morning, me and the kids got on the road to come back home. We made it home 5:30. The drive was pretty good. Pretty smooth there, pretty smooth back.
What town did you go through that you ain't ever been through before?
The GPS took me on the way home, and I'm thankful it did, around all the construction and stuff in Asheville, which usually is a nightmare. But I've always wanted to go to Hot Springs, North Carolina. So we got to go through Hot Springs, and then we went through Newport, Tennessee, which I could skip there.
She could skip Newport, but she said Hot Springs was a cool little town.
Yeah.
I'm jealous because I've never seen Hot Springs either.
Well, it's definitely worth.
I do want to check out the Lake Wannaluska Hot Springs. That's also in the Smokies. I want to check that out. That's actual hot springs that you can get in. I want to go check that out sometime.
Well, nothing's
Bucket list.
I was say nothing's stopping us.
Yeah.
But that is the gist of my trip.
Yeah.
It was very much enjoyed, very much needed, and I look forward to going back when we go back in May for somebody's recital, dance recital.
That's right. That's my little dancer.
We've gone every year for the past, 3 years, I think?
Yeah.
We don't miss it.
That's right. Me and you had a special dance too. What was our dance?
A daddy-daughter dance.
I know, and you looked so pretty at that dance and had so much fun with your friends.
You-
She's got a lot of friends, y'all.
She's like,
She
yeah.
had so many little friends at the dance.
That wasn't even all of them.
Oh my goodness, she's popular.
What'd you do while I was away?
I played.
No, you didn't.
I worked like a dog, y'all. Honestly, what was that? You
A
did
fly.
Oh.
No, 5 flew in my ear.
But I did all I could to just keep working on the property that we got, the raw land. It's awesome. It's an adventure. It's a dream come true. But it's also stressful. Only because we didn't realize the cost of getting an infrastructure in place. And it wouldn't be so bad if we weren't doing it so fast. But as usual, in true Chasing Dreams Homestead style, we did not take our own advice. We did not ease into it. We just jumped wide out there and bought 2 cows right away that we've got to get over there as soon as possible. And then we've still got 1 more cow that we've got to pick up.
2 more coming.
Yep. the other one's coming this summer. That was a barter, and I love bartering. I love bartering, y'all. Sorry, she's letting the dogs out because they're panting and wanting to go potty.
When Cheyenne says she gotta go, she gotta go.
That's our Saint Bernard. She's a beauty queen. But so yeah, we just been busting butt, man. My buddy Luke was nice enough to let me borrow his auger for the tractor, and I've sung the praises of that thing. It is such an efficient tool. I highly recommend either getting one if you've got to do a big fencing project, or knowing someone that has one that you can borrow one from. Even if you can find a local rental place. I'm telling you, I've dug probably 1,000 post holes by hand in my lifetime, and it's as much as it's a shoulder and trap builder, it'll whoop you. And you know it. If you've ever done it, you're like, woof.
Dylan was not looking forward to digging holes.
It wasn't too bad digging the post holes in South Carolina because there was a lot of sand, so that wasn't too bad. But up here, back to the clay, and that clay is heavy. We just had a lot of fun, you know. It got hot, which was cool. I mean, 70s isn't really hot, but when you're used to cold temperatures because it's been winter, and then you get those random 70-degree days, it feels like it's daggum summer, and you want to get in shorts and everything. It's nice. So we had a lot of fun. We've had a couple bonfires over at the property now. I think at some point towards the end of summer, we might have an end of summer bonfire for the Dreamers and have y'all out and just get to know you a little bit better. If you're interested, let us know. I can't really think of much else that we did this weekend. We went to church. Church was awesome.
I don't know. It wasn't here.
Church was awesome. As usual, Larry did a great job with the sermon. We've got a really good pastor. He's been preaching since he was 18 years old, and he's in his 70s now. I think he's in his 70s. Larry, if I'm wrong, don't beat me up next Sunday.
He's in his 70s.
Okay. But, and it's weird because it's a small world, y'all. We're in southern Indiana. And Larry talks about the train bridge that crosses the Cumberland River. And his grandpa used to sit up there and be the guy to open the bridge. And I was like, man, I know that bridge like nobody's business. And I'm not going to say why I know that bridge, but I know that bridge really, really well.
Why?
And then Larry, because I'm not encouraging people to do that stuff, but shenanigans, just teenagers, nothing harmful to the property or none of that. I just don't want to encourage people to do it because in hindsight, that was pretty dumb on our part as teenagers. But, so Larry's knows that part of Tennessee. He also knows Percy Priest, where I used to cliff jump, and that was a blast. I mean, it's just really small world kind of stuff. Larry's been in Florida and Alabama preaching, and Kentucky preaching, and now he's over here in southern Indiana in our little farm church, and I call it a farm church because most people there are farmers, and I love it about them. So it's really cool and small world stuff. It's like full circle. But so we had that, and then we went over to Jenna and Matt's. Jenna cooked Easter, which was really appreciated because I was obviously working on everything, and I was like, I'm not going to take time to cook. You know, I'll make a sandwich and keep rocking. And Jenna was like, no, I'll cook. And then we ended up playing some croquet, and I won both games. Undefeated king. My croquet game is on point. My stroke game is on point. I'm telling you, I would join a croquet tournament if there was such a thing.
I bet there is. There's pickleball. I
would do it. In the process, though, Genesis looked at the rules and saw that the way you're supposed to swing the mallet is really funny. The way they encourage you to swing the mallet. I'll have to try to get Genesis to show y'all sometime.
We do it wrong?
Yeah. G!
I don't know if she will today.
Yeah. But, so it was pretty funny. I don't know if she can hear me, y'all, but
you can't hear in this.
I'll have to get her to show y'all and demonstrate this because it was comical watching her. But I will admit, she did the best she's ever done, so there must be something to it. Other than that, I just anxiously waited on Mama Dreams to get home. You know, I worked my 9 to 5 for the man and did chores and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Abel and Addie up this week, like I said, and we've got a few things planned. I told them I plan to do a scavenger / Easter egg hunt the next sunny, non-rainy day for them. And they're going to get to scour 7 acres looking for Easter eggs. So it's going to be a challenge. I'm also going to give them some clues with some riddles in them. And the thing this year is there's nothing in the eggs. Nothing. We're not stuffing them with candy.
Boo.
I'm going to put them in teams because the kids' friends said they also want to come do it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Mariah and her sister and maybe Alex. So I'm going to pair them up into teams, and whichever team finds the most eggs wins the grand prize. We're not doing a golden egg this year like always. We're going to do that. So stay tuned for that. We are going to shoot that as a video. so that we have it as a family for a keepsake, and so that Abel and Addie can also watch it when they're back home in South Carolina. What else you got going on, Mama Dreams?
Just work. I gotta make laundry soap tonight.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause we're out.
Yeah.
Grocery shop this week,
Yeah.
as usual. Make the usuals this week, huh? Taco salad, spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
These are the two things that they eat.
And my wings.
Oh, and wings, and she wants Daddy to make wings.
When they come, they have their requests.
Spicy.
I'll make them spicy. Don't you worry. But when they come, they have their requests. So we've got to make those meals while they're here.
Yep.
Yeah. So y'all, for a brief moment, we were unsure about the Homesteaders Homecoming. Luckily, everything seems to be on track. My buddy Dirk over at Mama Bear's Homestead and More talked to the owner's son. The owner, Phil, was a great man, and he passed away last weekend. And so Dirk talked to, not last weekend, the weekend before, I apologize. But Dirk talked to his son. His son is inheriting the property, I assume. And we're still going to be able to have the event. So y'all, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be so much fun. Family friendly. Come on out, check it out. If you hadn't seen the info on it, reach out to us and we'll share that with you. But one thing I want to tell you guys, I was going to wait until after the event. And I already made up my plan before I got this information. I'd already made up my mind, I should say. You know, with Genesis going into high school, her travel ball stuff is already keeping us busy enough as it is. We spent the last 5 weekends at tournaments. Sophie's playing multiple sports, so her stuff's going to keep us really tied up. And I want to be there. I want to be as present as possible. And I love y'all. I love y'all dearly. But when I'm at the events, my phone still goes off and all that, which is great. I love the interaction, but I just really don't get a break. And a lot of it is about planning the events. So this is going to be the last big event that we do. And that'll free up a lot of time for me because we put countless hours in behind the scenes getting these events planned. Y'all just really have no clue how many hours go into planning these things. And we do it all for free just because we love you guys and we want to have fun with you guys. We want to get to know you guys. We want to inspire you guys. We want to support you guys. And we both know what it's like to be dirt broke. I mean, we're not much above dirt broke right now. So we always wanted to keep this free because we want people to be able to just come enjoy it. And if someone didn't have the funds to go to a big event that costs money for tickets, we've got this for you. Mm-hmm. But this is going to be our last event for a while. We may pick it back up, like I said, a reunion tour after the kids graduate, but that's a couple years down the road, y'all.
5.
Yeah.
At least 5.
But, so here's the other thing. Monday I found out I've got some heart issues that are residuals, I think, of the C word that we're not really allowed to say. And no, not the cancer word, the other thing that came out in 2019. My lungs got scarred after we got it, and now I've got heart issues. Luckily, the doctor that I was establishing care with wanted to do an EKG because I mentioned I have, occasional chest pain. I told her it was probably stress. I've got teenagers. I've got a stressful job. A bunch of different things, a lot on my plate. And she was like, let's just do an EKG. And I'm glad she did. She found out some information that I was unaware of. And all of my EKGs in the past have been normal. I've even had stress tests. I've always been really conscious about my heart because I've had high blood pressure since I was a young man. My grandpa died very early from his 3rd heart attack. So I've always been very conscious about my heart. And so everything's always been normal. It's always checked out normal other than the high blood pressure and the high cholesterol, which is genetics. Mm-hmm. But all my heart tests have always been fine. 2 years after the C word, now I've got heart issues. And I don't really know how bad they are yet. I would go to a cardiologist sometime within the next 2 weeks and we'll find out a little bit more then. I was scared when I first heard it, but it is what it is, y'all. We're going to keep on living. We're going to keep, taking every day as an opportunity and a blessing and just have as much fun as we can. Mom Dreams, got anything?
No, just keep him really in your prayers and us as a family, and really keep him in your prayers to keep his stress down. That is a big struggle bus for him.
Yeah. I'm just that kind of person, type A personality, driven, high wired, constantly going. So yeah, it's dialing things back is going to be hard, but I want to do what I got to do to be able to be here for my kids and one day my grandkids, y'all. So that's kind of where we're at with that. we'll update you when we know a little bit more. And so far, all of y'all that have said kind words and prayers and whatnot from our Facebook group and, on other forms of social media, I appreciate it. And those of you that have said, if I need anything at all, holler at you, I know you mean it. And I definitely appreciate that as well. But as of right now, we're just kind of in a holding pattern, waiting to see what a cardiologist finds out when they do more extensive testing.
Yeah.
Yep. But other than that, we got to go over today in the mud after all the storms and tend to our critters.
Mm-hmm.
And
first time I've been over there since he moved the pigs over there and since he built the gate for the pig or goats to eat, because I made it clear that if we were going to have them together, both sets of animals can be very food aggressive, not in a negative way, but like when you have food, they're trying to get to it, and of course they eat two different feeds. So I wanted to make sure that at feeding time we were able to separate them, that way everybody's getting the correct food, the correct amount of food that they were getting, even though that they are in a cohabitat pen.
And that's not always going to be that way. It's just the first pen over there.
Yeah, we got a few. It's just.
Yeah, we're going to make separate paddocks and whatnot, but it's the first pen over there. We wanted to get something to get them over there. And y'all also, the big thing was that whole area was a briar patch, basically, and other kinds of weeds that I wasn't really familiar with. So we bush hogged all that down. We mowed all that down. And now that we've got the animals over there, we'll be able to seed it, and they'll push it in with their hooves. And now that sunlight can get to the ground, we'll be able to have some actual good forage over there. And at some point, I'll partition part of it off, through cross fencing and let that establish, and then let them go graze on that.
Yeah.
But over time, as money comes in for materials and whatnot, we will partition things and make other paddocks throughout the property. The main thing right now, the main focus for us after this week, after Addie's visit, is to finish the cow pasture so we can get Mama Dreams' 2 bull calves over there. I think they'll be tickled pink. They'll be happy getting to run all around those hillsides.
I think Gus will, for sure. He cracks me up. He is a big boy. I don't really think he realizes how big he is.
He's like 2.5, y'all, and he still acts like a puppy.
But yeah, when he
feeds,
if you run, you can't run because he thinks he's supposed to run.
Wow.
And mind you, they're in a small pen. There where my goats used to be here, and at the property, and he doesn't really have that big a space. So once we move him over there, I think he will enjoy it so much more. And he gets so happy when it's feeding time. He also runs and bucks, and I just love him. He was definitely I'm happy that we got him. He loves treats. Addie. Addie got to feed him yesterday a treat.
I wasn't so keen on Tucker. Mama Dream said we had to save him. That was the first Highlander bull calf we went for, and when we got there, he was not a Highlander, and he was not friendly like the guy said.
He's part.
Yeah, but Mama Dream said we had to save him, so we got him. But I am happy with Gus, and the reason for that is we got Gus dirt cheap, y'all. I won't even lie to you. Mama Dreams wanted these daggum small Highlanders, not the full-size ones, and we had no clue how much those things cost. Had no clue. I thought it's a cow. It can't be that bad. Wrong. We got scammed, which y'all know about. But then somebody knew about us getting scammed and tagged us in this post as soon as Gus was posted. And I reached out to the lady, and when she gave me that price, I was like, oh my goodness. We got to hurry up and get this cow.
Yes, please.
And we both know, had we not got him, someone else probably would have got him and flipped him for 3 times as much. It's just, there's flippers. People make money different ways, whatever.
Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker was definitely a flipper's cow. But, so we're really grateful that we got the opportunity to get Gus. We would not have gotten him as fast as we did if the price wasn't where it was, though, because, again, we don't have our pins set up yet.
And no, because we don't do anything we say we're going to do. But
as you can see, this room ain't finished because I've been working on the new raw land.
Tucker has come a long way. Can I pet Tucker? No. Will he eat a treat? No. But he doesn't, try to do his what is it? His aggressive
Oh yeah, he was
stance at you
stamping at us
anymore.
when we
He
first
does not
got
do
here.
that, and he knows when we come in the pen. Like he's pretty much like arm length. He's not gonna.
He got within 2 feet of me tonight. I was like, all right, buddy.
Yeah, he's.
But I think that was because Gus wasn't letting him eat, and I tore him a sliver of alfalfa too and gave him some treats.
And he knows when you
Yeah.
have the food because Gus can sometimes bully him on the food. So they each have their own bowls and they know to go to their own bowls. But if he doesn't eat fast enough, here comes Gus to bump
Yeah.
him out the way. And and they have their hay because obviously I don't have grass back there right now until they scoot. So I am I'm happy
Yeah.
with them. I definitely will be happier when they get over there. I can't wait to see them on that hill.
Oh,
And
yeah.
in that field.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm ready to get everybody off of here.
Me too.
We still have a few pigs to go, but we're still holding on to piglets and got piglets still to get to their homes, and still have 8 other piglets to decide what we're gonna do with, who are turning out amazing.
Yeah, those leap year
Piglets
are doing
are
great.
Gorgeous,
We ain't even put
all
a heat
8.
lamp on them, y'all. They just rocking.
Nope, they're eating food and everything.
They caught us off guard, y'all, and every one of our stalls with heat lamps was already filled with litters.
Yep.
So we were like, oh, Lordy. And we just said a prayer and made sure there was plenty of warm bedding in there and they was in a good house.
Whereas everybody's having goats, we had piglets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But I am waiting patiently for Nova to kid.
That was the exciting part about today. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's only going to be 1 kid. She wasn't huge, but I could be surprised. She just is a year old. It was not a planned. It's a huge shock, honestly, especially since we lost Goose a while back. We didn't know if he really did.
I'm glad he did, though.
But, so we'll have something off of Goose. Hopefully everything goes well since this is her first kidding and she is kind of young. But
Can we name it Walter if it's a boy?
can we just
Can we name it Walter?
Can we just have it?
Because of Jeff Dunham. Can we do Walter?
And then we have still, of course, the 2 bottle babies, which 1 more month, and they will be turned onto pasture.
Ray and Paul are awesome.
Ray and Paul, I'll be glad when they're on pasture, though. I'll be glad.
Bottle babies are exhausting, y'all.
It is. They're
But-
good, and they're cute, and they are so smart.
But why do you like bottle babies, though?
Because they are so much more. It's easy. They become more friendly faster than a baby that's on the mom,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I mean,
It's
it
the
could
truth.
be
They
different for
bond with
anybody
you.
else.
They know
but
you're the person that's feeding them. They trust you.
same with all these, like with
Yeah.
piglets. I feel that piglets that are running, like I have a better bond with the 4 piglets that are in the pen with their mama and them than I do obviously the 4. I don't even know what they are because they have so many, and then whatever.
They're just 2 breeds, babe.
What are
Berkeleysta. They're Berkshire Mangalista.
Okay. Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're Cooney too.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yep. Cooney, because Clover's the daddy. Yep.
I was like, that's 3.
No, you're right.
So
Cooney.
see?
So they're 50% Cooney and 50% Berkshire Mangalista. There you go.
There you go.
My bad.
So,
I'm sorry, y'all.
and they run amok, and
Them little
in
dudes
that
get
pen.
out of their
They
pen.
go between their mama's pen to their quote unquote stepdaddy is what we're calling Dean because he's no relation to them, but they've known them his whole life.
Yeah, he was in the pen with them and raised them.
Yeah,
because
so-
that was the meat pig pen.
Yeah, so he goes. The 4 of them go, and they're side by side because he got out. Dean got out,
Oh,
jumped the pen,
goodness.
and
Did you mark that day down?
no.
Oh, Lordy. She went out on break to check on things, y'all, and she hollered for me, "Help me, Chase." help me."
I had just literally let the Coonies out of the barn pen.
Oh, my goodness.
And yes, Cookie and Tippy were back in heat. Their heat cycle is dead on, and I wasn't really paying attention that it was the end of the month. So I let them out, and mind you, Oscar had already tagged Tippy or Cookie. I already knew that, and
Oscar's a
but I
prolific
looked,
boy.
yeah, I'm like Oscar. I'm kind of good on piglets
Oscar
from you
babies,
right
yeah.
now. But I looked back out, came out the back door again, and who do I see out on Cookie? Freaking Dean. I'm like, Chase, he got out. Like, he's breathing or no, that's not what we, no.
He climbed out of his pen, y'all, and this pig ain't ever tried to get out of his pen
And
before, ever.
I finally got him off of her,
The
and then
things he'll do for the love of a lady.
Oscar and him was going round
Yeah,
and
Oscar was
round.
like, "That's my girl."
Yeah, poor Oscar was trying, but he went right in. So the pen is split back there, so it worked out perfect.
Yeah.
Blondie's over here with her babies, and then he's over here in his own pen, and
Yep.
the babies just go back and forth. But they are growing strong. They looked fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were trying to get to the feed today too.
Oh, yeah, they've been eating with Blondie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hadn't
Yeah, she hasn't fed them for a while, but they've been eating
paid
with
attention
Blondie,
to them, but I know Biggums eat with them.
Yep.
So everybody's doing great. All the animals are doing great.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. All our animals
Absolutely.
doing great. We just had a few silkies hatch.
In the coop.
In the coop. Yeah, we had I think like 6 hatch.
Yeah.
In the one coop. They stay busy. That coop stays busy.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, I have not hatched eggs.
In a year.
Yeah.
We
That
have
is
not
not like
incubator hatched. Last year we let
chickens,
everybody hatch
yeah.
their own, and they did great.
Yeah.
They did great, especially our free range ones. We've
Mm-hmm.
got some chickens out there that are. I'm like, where did you come from? And why are you? You're a
We got-
naked neck Sumatra.
Yeah, we got Turk and Sumatra crosses. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
so we have quite a bit running out there that hatched on their own, and it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was so nice not having to worry about the incubator temperatures or having to tend to brooders. I hate brooders.
Yeah.
I do. I hate them. If their mama can tend to them and they can survive, I'm happy with that. But I hate.
The reason she hates brooders, y'all, isn't because we've hatched 20 chicks or anything like that. We've probably hatched close to 3,000 chicks
Yeah.
in our time as homesteaders. So after a while, cleaning them brooders gets to be like, I'm kind of done with this. You know.
And then
So
we
we
had
took
a
a
brooder
big-
tower in
yeah.
my room for a super long time, and I was the only one that cleaned it because I knew how to clean it and I knew how I wanted it lined and all that, so I cleaned it, but it just.
She's got a habit, y'all, of telling me I can't do stuff because I don't do it her way. And so that's where the brooder tower
That's
cleaning
right.
came in. And that's also why I haven't done my own laundry in close to 10 years. And while she was gone this weekend, I could not get the washing machine to work.
It's broke. You gotta finagle with it, but and I wasn't home and I wasn't telling him how to do it because it was just too much to tell him how to do. I was like, I'll do it as soon as I get home. And sure enough, when I got home last night, I washed his clothes.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, I don't really want him touching my dishwasher either.
Yeah, y'all. I'm like, well, I ain't gonna argue with you. You don't want me to do laundry, okay?
But at least then when it breaks, he can just blame me for it breaking. But
That's right.
I didn't break the motherboard in my wash machine. It's going on
These
its
new
own.
appliances ain't worth a turd, y'all. They design them to fall apart within 5 years, whereas our daggum
I haven't even
central
had
heat and
it
air
done.
unit's almost 30 years old, and it's starting to have some issues. And the biggest problem we're running into
Parts.
is replacement parts. But other than that, that joker's still working. I guarantee you can't go buy a brand new unit right now that's going to last you 30 years. Not happening. Yeah.
So we're about to kick off softball.
Mhm.
First game next week. So we've got softball until the end of school. And while we may still, quote unquote, have a break from sports over summertime, we do have a.
There ain't no
Pretty
break. They got
packed
summer
summer.
camps for their sports.
But I was going to say, there's summer camps all summer. But the good thing is they're usually during our work day. So super excited for the girls on that.
Hey, if your kid's on one of their teams and you're going to be carting kids back and forth to practice, reach out to us. Maybe we can work something out where we can trade off days or something.
Abel and Addie come for 5 weeks, so that's our big long visit
Oh, yeah.
that we look forward to. Addie Mae, what did you tell me the other day what you were looking forward to over summer? Going where?
I told her you really want to do it again this year.
With the kayaks.
Oh, I'm going on a camping trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they love going to Monroe and going camping and taking their kayaks, which were honestly,
Buddy.
thank goodness,
Addie, will you take Buddy?
Buddy.
Yeah.
He's
we're
trying to
saved.
sneak
Yes,
y'all.
I see him. We're saved because they were put somewhere different. So all the kids still have theirs,
yeah, the
but
youth ones.
he doesn't have his. Just he's right here.
All three of
Take him
mine
right outside.
got
Come on, buddy.
melted.
You're gonna have to pick him up and take him. Thank
yeah,
you.
he's stubborn. Thank you, man.
That's the
Buddy was dropped on us about 3 weeks ago.
just the
now.
top.
She,
Yeah,
she posted looking for an owner. Nobody came forward. He's
was
ours.
He was somebody's. He's a great dog.
Yeah. He's got his quirks, but he's ours now.
He loves Chase and he loves Sophie. They're his two people. I've already got 3 dogs. I can't have any more.
Every single day, y'all, while I'm working my job for the man, he sits at my feet and just protects me.
He
Thinks
even
he's
has a
protecting
blanket
me.
under Chase's
Yeah,
feet.
all
But-
12 pounds of him. He's gonna protect me, y'all.
So what else? You get to go to the meet and greet this year?
Yeah, y'all get to
Camping
go
meet
to the
and greet.
homestead
So we'll
meet and
camp
greet.
there. And what else? You look forward to the big annual 4th of July here in Pekin?
The fair.
The fair, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be here for Father's Day, so you get to spend Father's Day with Daddy.
hmm
What else? I don't know. We have a lot.
Yeah.
We try to do a lot with them. Camping at the
Yeah.
land,
Building a tree house.
building
We're
a
gonna
tree
try to get a
house.
tree house built. It might be a 2 summer job, depending. We'll see. We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
A lot.
But y'all, I think we've gnawed your ear off long enough.
Caught you up for the most part.
Yeah.
You're all caught up.
Hey y'all, if there's any kind of videos that you want us to cover, let us know in the comment section. If it's something we know about or something that we do in our daily lives, we'll cover it. If it's not something we know about and it's something interesting, we'll research it and we'll learn about it. We love to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, y'all, till next time.
Keep dreaming.
Dream.